I thought our defense got us going. We got some stops. We got into the open floor. We got some easy scoring opportunities.
You talked about how to be a team effort to guard Kate, and felt like OG and Mitch did very well. Cat getting up, he had some deflections. I guess how did you think about just the team defense and disrupting him?
Yeah, and that's the challenge. And we have to take a look at the film. Obviously, there's things that we're going to have to do a lot better. It's one win, and then we got to reset and get ready for the next one. So understand what goes into it, and there's a lot of things that we can do better.
What you saw from Jalen, he started off struggling offensively, finishes with 34, and
He had timely baskets, big baskets. I thought Cam gave us a huge lift in the fourth quarter there. I thought our offense was really good in the fourth, and our defense was really good, and that's what we need. We have to do it for 48 minutes.
What did you see from Cam that was working so
Just the energy, and 2 point guards together injected some speed to the game.
What does it say about a guy like him coming off the bench and being able to inject that? And he's coming in down eight.
Yeah, he's a great energy guy, and every day he's the same. So it's high energy every day, and sometimes you could be flat in the game, and he's a catalyst. He gets in there, he makes things happen. So it's very good.
How about the result from your team tonight, Tibbs, when things were looking good in the fourth quarter, then all of a sudden the switch flips and it's a 21-0?
Yeah, no, you got to win games different ways. Obviously, you prefer not to be down 8 points, but that's what the situation was, and then just find a way to win.
what do you see from OG guarding Cade? How tough did he make it on Cade?
Cade is a great player, and he's a tough matchup. And the thing I love about OG is he competes on every play. So sometimes he can defend them perfectly, and he has the ability to make a shot, but that doesn't deter him from coming back the next time and doing it again. And so you're trying to make him work as hard as you can. And OG's a great competitor, so he's given our team a lot.
How do you think that Cat operated with Harris running for a lot tonight?
And Cat can score a million different ways. So he got into the post, and he could beat you off the dribble. So just use your skills, and then let the game tell you what you should do. So when the second defender comes, make the play. He had some isolation from the elbow as well, which was good for him.
Tom, we've seen Cam go off in terms of hot scoring streaks during the regular season, but just for him to do it in the playoffs under the pressure, just what did you see from him tonight?
Yeah, just the thing about him is he knows exactly who he is. He comes in with great energy every game. He prepares himself well each and every day, and so he gave us a huge spark. But that's been who he is. So play to your strengths, cover up your weaknesses, and he's done a great job with that.
Tobias Harris had, I think, 22 in the first half. What did you guys do to slow him down?
Yeah, and he's sort of a guy that you got to pay attention to. So, he hit the three right at the end of the half, and he got in the post a little bit, and we transition, and you got to pay attention. And so, some of it is rotation, and we got to recognize if a guy gets going, that we have to be there. We have to be there on the catch. You can't give a guy like that. He's been a good scorer in the league for a long time, and so we have to do a better job with him.
Tom, when Jalen went to the locker room and came back, was like, man, did he change his sneakers or something? Do you know why he went back there? I mean, he came back, he was a totally different guy.
I think he grabbed his cape.
Tom, you went Shaman with the first set with Josh Knight in foul trouble. Was that the plan all along? Or was that
No, yeah, well, some of it's matchups, and so, the early foul trouble was, problematic because McHale was in foul trouble as well, and so, we needed a little more size, and then, I thought Deuce gave us good minutes too. The speed with Deuce was good, so that's basically, how it unfolded.
Tom, the way you guys turned the fourth quarter kind of into a track meet defensively, concerning defense and the offense. When you were completely whole and healthy, is that kind of the way you envision the defense kind of being able to impact the game?
Yeah, well, we want to be strong on both sides of the ball, and they're very athletic, and, and again, they have some of the same things that we do in the sense that, when they're playing Cunningham and they have Schroeder in there, so you got two guys that can go off the dribble, and then, Beasley catch and shoot, and Hardaway as well. And then, the Thompson and Holland are very athletic runners and, slashers, and they can hurt you as well. But then if the penetration is getting you, then it could lead to the second shots, and you're concerned about that as well.
Tom, what'd you think of,
Last one, guys.
what'd you think of Mitch tonight, especially Mitch with Carl there in the first half?
Yeah, the size, I think, is good. I thought Mitch, during that stretch, made some really good defensive plays in the fourth, too. The steal that he had was, the game was, pretty tight then. That was a big play. And you make plays like that, I think that helps inspire the team. It unites the team. Those are great hustle plays, so defensively, I think he was very good.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.